today's class. Today we will be finding squares, rectangles, triangles in a given shape. So in this, let's first start with understanding the concepts of square. So you have a square where the length and the breadth are of equal size. Then you have a rectangle where the length and the breadth are of different heights, different size, okay? And then if I cut this square, I get a triangle, okay? So here is a triangle. Now whenever we are trying to find number of squares or rectangles in a given shape, we start with the minimum possible options and then we move forward to the further options. For example, in this diagram, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares of the size 1 by 1. If each block is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, or 1 inch by 1 inch, I can say there are total of 4 blocks which are of the size 1 by 1, and there is one block which is of the size 2 by 2, which includes this whole square. So we can understand these simple concepts by children's blocks. So here we have 4 blocks, okay. Now as we can see, we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 squares which are of the size of single blocks, and then if I join 2 blocks together, I can form one more square which is this. So in this question, if you are asked what are the total number of squares in this question, you can easily say there are total of 5 squares, okay. So this is one of the simplest problems that we have started with. Now let's move on to the next step. So here is another block and I have 6 blocks, okay. Now what can be the possible number of squares in this case, okay. We'll first start with the square and then in the same 2 examples we will do the rectangles, okay. So in this, the number of squares can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So if each side is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, I can say the total number of blocks or squares which are of the size 1 by 1 are 6, okay. Then I will find out the number of squares which are of the size 2 by 2. So for example, if I join these 6 blocks, okay, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 blocks. Now I have to form the blocks which are of the size 2 by 2. So if I remove these 2, it's 2 by 2. Then I can remove these 2 and again this is a 2 by 2, okay. So what I can do here is, I can draw this line, okay. So this is 1 2 by 2 square, okay, and then I can draw another square, a big square, which is this, okay. So you have 2 by 2 squares which are 2, so the red one and the brown one that we have drawn. So we can say we have a total of 8 squares. So in this question, the total number of squares would be 5. In this question, the total number of squares would be 8. Now let's do the rectangles in both the cases. Now in this question, as we mentioned, the rectangle, the length and the breadth are of different lengths. So I cannot take this block, but I can definitely take the vertical 2 blocks and the horizontal 2 blocks. So if I have these 4 blocks, okay, I can say these 2, the up down, these 2 would be 2 rectangles, and then I can draw 2 horizontal rectangles here. So 2 rectangles, 2 rectangles, then you have vertical 2 rectangles. So total there would be 4 rectangles in this case. So one is this vertical rectangle and this rectangle, okay. So 2 rectangles which are vertical. So you have 2 rectangles that are vertical, and then horizontally I can say I have this and this rectangle. Okay, so you have horizontal rectangle which are again 2. So in this case the total number of rectangles would be 4. Now in this question, if I want to calculate the total number of rectangles, how many rectangles would be there? Now I can say, now let me do this by adding the numbers so it becomes simple. So rectangle can be done only if I include 2 blocks. Okay, with one block it's just a square shape, so I need to include minimum 2 blocks. So 1 and 2 if taken together would become one rectangle. Okay, then you have 2 and 3, another rectangle. Then you have 4 and 5. Then you have 5 and 6 as one rectangle. Okay, now these are all horizontal things that we have done. Now let's do it vertically. So vertically it would be 1, 4, 2, 5 and 3, 6. So this and this horizontally. Okay, these 3 vertically. So these are all 2 by 1 rectangles that I have done. Okay, now I do a rectangle which is 3 by 1. So I have a rectangle which is 1, 2, 3. I have a rectangle that is 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this whole block and this whole block is another rectangle that we have taken into consideration. Then I will do a rectangle that is 3 by 2, which includes all the 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now if we see, these are the possible rectangles that can be drawn out from this diagram. Okay, so let me remove this. Now if we count the rectangles here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you have 10 rectangles in all that would be included in this diagram. Okay, so we can see that this way we can count the total number of rectangles in the diagram. Now we have talked about squares, we have talked about rectangles. Now let's move on to triangle. So let me draw a very simple diagram here. Okay, so I have a shape like this. Okay, now if I ask what are the number of possible triangles in this shape, what would be my exact answer? So I can say this shape is one triangle. Okay, so you have 1. Similarly this shape 2, 3 and 4. So these are the smallest triangle that can be formed, and these are 4. Now I look into a bigger triangle, and how will I find a bigger triangle? I have to join 2 small triangles. So in this case, if I join the triangle 2 and triangle 3, okay, I get a big triangle. So this triangle, which is formed by 2 and 3, would be one more triangle. So in this question, the total number of triangles would be 5. So in this question, if I am asked what are the total number of triangles, I can say there would be 5 triangles in all. Okay. Now this was an easier question to find the number of triangles. Now let's go on to a further level and extend this diagram. So what I'll do is, I'll extend the same diagram. So you have a square here. Okay. Okay. Now in this question, if you are asked to find the number of possible triangles, what would be the number of possible triangles here? So again what I will start with is finding the number of smallest triangles. So we'll start with the smallest triangles again. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there are 8 small triangles. Okay. Now I try to join 2 triangles bigger triangle. So what I'll do is, I will join 2 and 3, okay, and I will join 5 and 7. So one triangle on the top, one triangle on the bottom. So I have 2 more triangles here made by green, and then I'll have a triangle which is formed by 2 and 5 and 3 and 7. So 2 more triangles which are formed by blue. So what would be the total number of triangles? Is there any other triangle that you can form here? So that's the maximum number of triangles that we can do in this question. So you have total of 12 triangles in this question. Now if I keep the question same and I want to find out the number of squares, how will I go about? Now in this question, most of the students get struck up. So let me start with finding the number of squares. So I am redrawing this diagram just for convenience. Okay. So this is the same diagram again, and in this diagram I have to find out the number of squares. Now how will I go about? In the same diagram, so this whole, I'll start with the smallest square. So small squares of the size 1 by 1. How many squares would be there? So this is 1. So I can say this is 1. Okay. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. Okay. So of the size 1 by 1 there are 4 squares. Now we move on to the next step. So I find the squares of the size 2 by 2. Now how will I find the squares of the size 2 by 2 here? Looking into this problem, the very obvious square is this one. Okay. So I have 1. Now most of the students end up here and they say the total number of squares would be 5. Okay, but that is not the correct answer. You have one more square which is of the size 2 by 2 and which is hidden into this figure. Now can you find out that? So just if I have the same square, okay, and I rotate this square, will it become this shape? Okay, so this same square, if I am rotating it at the angle, for example, this is a square and I rotate it this way. So the shape changes, okay. So this is the another 2 by 2 square that we need to consider. So there are 2 squares which are big ones. So one is the obvious square, that is the square which is made by 4 of these, and once this square is made by 4 of these, okay, I am tilting it at this angle. So this becomes another square. So you have one square which is obvious and one square which is tilted. Okay, so this is the next square. Now all these were kind of simple problems with small number of sections or blocks. Now let's move on to a bigger question where we have a 4 by 4 matrix and we have to find the number of squares. How will we go about in that question? For that question, we will do a practical session with the children's cubes again. So let me draw it first. One, 2, 3 and 4 vertical. You have 1, 2, 3 and 4 horizontal. Okay. Now in this question, if I am asked what are the total number of squares in this question, how will I do it? For convenience, I am marking these blocks as A to P because I have a demonstration here where we will be doing it by A to B. So I am just keeping it here for convenience. Okay. and I am writing it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, now we will start with counting the squares which are of the size 1 by 1 again. So I will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so I will say there are 16 squares which are of the size 1 by 1. Okay, so that is the smallest square that is possible in this question. There are no more smaller squares that can be made out of these combinations. Now I have to move on to a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, so what if I do a 2 by 2? You will have A, B, E and F. Then you have E, F, I and J. So you have this block and this block. Okay, so you have these four and these four. Then you will have these four and the lower four, and finally the last section of the 4. So if I cut here, I can draw it as A, B, F, E. Okay, then you have E, F, J, I, J, and M. Okay, so I'll just mark it. You will have these 4, then these 4, and these 4. So in every row you have 3. Okay, so you have 3 in one row, and then I will leave this column. I will move to the next column. So I will take these 2. So that's BC. So with BC, I have these 4. Okay, then I have these 4 and the lower 4. Okay, then I will shift one more step ahead, and I will have these 4. You will have these 4 and these 4. Okay, so with every stage, a 2 by 2 would be 3 in this row, 3 in this row, and 3 in this row. So 3 into 3, you have 9 of those. Okay, I demonstrated once again for convenience. So you have these blocks. A, B, F, E would be one. E, F, J, I would be another. I, J, N, M would be another. Now once I finish with this row, I will exclude this. I will take the next 2 letters in the row. So you have B, C, G, F. Then you have F, G, F, G, K, J. Then you have J, K, O, N. So these 4, and these 4. And finally I will leave these 2 and make from the last 2 letters. So these 4, the middle 4 and the lower 4. So I have a 2 by 2 squares that can be formed, that are total 9. Okay, so I write here 9 2 by 2 squares. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll move on to a further big step, that is 3 by 3. So how many 3 by 3 squares are possible here? Now let me count the 3 by 3 squares. So if I do a 3 by 3, I'll have to take 1, 2, 3 columns into consideration. And if I start from here, these 3 and then these 3, those are the only options for me. So the biggest block I can use here is A, B, C, G, K, J, I, E, and then back to A. So these 4. Okay. Then I'll start from the lower edge. So I'll have 1, 2, 3, 3 by 3 matrix here. So this one, and then this 3 and this 3. Okay, so how many 3 by 3 can be formed? Total 4. So I'll just draw it, mark it here. So you have this as 1. Okay, then you will have these 3 as another. Okay, so I can say this 3 by 3. Okay, I can say this 3 by 3. Okay, then I can say this 3 by 3. and this 3 by 3. So I have this 3 by 3 and then I have 3 by 3. Okay. So if I count 3 by 3 matrix, there can be 4. And then you have finally 4 by 4. So how many 4 by 4? Obviously, if I am taking all the squares, the only unit can be formed is starting from A, then D, P, M and back to A. Okay. So you have just one unit that can be formed by 4 by 4 squares. So you have a total of 16 plus 4, 20, 20 and 10, 30. So in this question we can say there are total of 30 squares that can be formed. Okay. Just a brief review of what we have done. I'll repeat this question because this question is very important. Now in this question I am just doing 1 by 1 squares. So you have A, B, C, D and each squares individually. So you have 16 of 1 by 1. Then I am counting 2 by 2. So this is the first lot, this is the second and this is the third. So with each row you have 3 and you can form rows starting with AB, BC and CD. And in each row you will form 3, 1, 2 and 3. You will have 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So you have total of 9, 2 by 2. And then you will have to form 3 by 3. So that includes starting from here. So this whole section would be 1. This whole section would be 1. Then I do this section as 1. Let me rub from between so it becomes much more clear. So this will form one more square of the size 3 by 3. And similarly, if I start from the top, this would be one more square. Okay. So there can be 4 3 by 3 squares and finally one big square that is of the size 4 by 4. So these are the total number of squares in this figure that we did. So there can be 30 squares. So now we understand the basic trick to solve such kind of questions. So you have to start with the smallest possible size of the item. You have to start counting from there. Then you can increase those in size and see what all possible combinations can be made. One interesting question was where we just tried to rotate the shape. So here there is no triangles or something. So there is no impact of rotation here. So in that question what we did was this shape and this shape would also be counted as a square. So there is a kind of impact of rotation. So these were the questions that we covered under finding squares, triangles and rectangles in a given shape. In the next session we would be talking about water image and mirror image and how do we differentiate between